day 2. Um, this is my fourth day in Austin, I believe. And today was an amazing day. So much happened and got the day started off right. Is really where everything started happening. Woke up at 6, got ready, met a good friend up at 7 a.m. and got in a good jog. Started the day off focusing on the body and the mind. Got some push-ups in, pull-ups, upper body, and some good stretching, and finally some meditation to end the day, or end the session rather. And it was really cool to be able to share meditation with my friend who hasn't had any real experience in it yet. And I think he really enjoyed it. So that's great. And afterwards we went to breakfast and started bouncing ideas off of each other, and a lot of the creative juices were flowing for both him and me, and we were speaking from a deeper place, trying to find and work out what we want to accomplish with the time that we've been given here. I think a lot of it had to do with personal freedom, but also helping others. And we had a lot of good advice for each other, and he kind of has inspired me to do something that I've been meaning to do and have been doing subconsciously and actively at the same time, and that is writing a book. And everything that I've been writing, stories, journal, as I look back on it, there's just so much content. Probably somewhere between 50 and 100 pages worth. And I'm just so glad I've been writing everything down. And I think it's going to be special. It's going to be something that I can believe in and that can help other people. And immediately after our conversation and breakfast, I went to a cafe and just started to write, and probably wrote for a good 2 hours straight without even thinking. And before long, I felt like it was the first chapter of my book. And it was just really cool to experience that flow. And I was approached 2 different times during the session. The first by a man who saw me, and I was sitting up straight, but every few minutes I would kind of give my back a twist the spine and pop the spine. And he saw that I was doing this and came up to me and stopped me and said, "Hey, I couldn't help but notice you've been popping your spine. This is something that, I've been dealing with now." In that when I was your age, this man was probably 35. When I was your age, he said, I would do the same things, and now I have back problems because of this. And he said, "Look, go to this place, and they'll look at your back for free. Just sign up, and each session from then on is $25. And he just approached me, and it was great. It was great to see his heart reach out to me, and I could tell he was looking for more. And so I asked him what he was doing with his life, or with these few days, or in the last few days. And he tells me the story about how he came to Austin for work and for a relationship. And neither of those things have worked out. He's been laid off recently. His position has been reassigned to 4 other positions, and the relationship ended up being unhealthy for him. And so he's leaving Austin for the same reasons from which he came, for which he came. And it was just such a cool story because he was excited about the change. And for him to reach out to me it meant a lot to me. And I've been subconsciously thinking about it the rest of the day, not popping my back. And it's something that I'm going to be avoiding. And because of him, because of a stranger approaching me. So I just wanted to share that. And the second stranger that I spoke to today, his name was Brandon, and I overheard his conversation. He was sitting next to me we were outdoors at Joe's Coffee in Austin, and he was talking about a job offer. And I had heard the deal go down, and he had solidified a $1,000 opportunity to write articles for a mindfulness website, and write content for them for a few hours a week. And during his interview, he mentioned about a long bike trip that he had done, and he had biked from Germany all the way down to the tip of India. Just an epic journey. A year and a half had gone by, and he's posted videos about this journey that he went on. And not only that, but he was into meditation and the lifestyle that comes with that, and had done a couple of Vipassana courses. And so we really got to connect on a lot. And he had started a small business, which I thought was interesting. But man, it was a powerful experience to talk to him and reaffirm a lot of the decisions that I've been making in regards to writing and sharing my creativity. And man, it's from there the day only got better, really. And I met up an old friend at 4:30 in the afternoon, and we hiked into the Greenbelt in Austin, which is beautiful. Just rolling green hills divided by a creek that flows through the middle. And I want to say it's Barton Springs, or Barton Springs is at the end of the creek. I believe the creek's name's Barton Creek, possibly. But man, it was there we met another stranger who spoke about creating a small business that he was passionate about and wanted to implement some nonprofit aspect into it. And he told me, he said the one thing he's missing is someone who can create apps and can create a website. And it just so happens that the friend who I woke up to and had the run, the jog, the morning workout in downtown Austin with, that's exactly what he does. He creates apps and builds websites for a living and does it very well. He's very skilled. And I knew that, and who knows if that ends up working out, but I could tell he was passionate and I wanted to help him. And there's just so many people living this lifestyle that it's beautiful to see. And you know, it's the same thing every time, in that they might not be making a lot of money, but they're happy, and they can tell that they're happier. And that's where I'm at right now, and it feels great. Today was a great day, and it's still not over. who knows what can happen before I go to bed. I'm about to cook a delicious meal with one of my really good friends who's keeping me here in Austin for the time being. And yeah, just keep doing what you're doing, because so long as it's something that you are moving from the heart into, then keep doing that, because that's where you want to be. And if you're not, then begin to move towards that space, because that's where I'm experiencing something different, some change and some growth. Although it's minor initially, it can only build, and that's what I'm feeling, is the build. And it's easy to be happy when we have great days, and so I'm looking forward to speaking again once the day isn't so great, and see where my mind's at then. But yeah, I'm just gonna write it out. I know there will be change, but for now, this is what I've got, and I'm happy, and I hope you are too. Okay, well, good night. Have a good one.